And we're live.
You're done already. Welcome to Top 4. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
It is what it is.
Still.
Okay. Word. I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Same old Arsenal still, bruv. Same old, bruv. I ain't got nothing else, bruv.
I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Well, I've got something to sing about. Well, someone actually. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing.
But how long is he running down that wing for?
Well, he's done his service. He's a Liverpool legend.
Right. And I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
All I want, all I need, all I'm praying for Christmas is 3 points tonight. Come on, Chelsea. So let's slap up West Ham, all right?
We'll talk about teams that got slapped up. We'll start off at Selhurst Park, bro, where Liverpool just matched the goal difference that they conceded against Villa. Now they're back to square one once again with an emphatic 7-0 win against Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace. Adrian, tell me how you feel in the fields.
Yeah, bro. This game actually reminded me when we beat Watford 2-0 last season at home. And for me, I felt like Watford had opportunities and moments where they could have perhaps impacted on that particular game. And Palace didn't on Saturday, but we did. And we just had that. In a word, it's ruthlessness. It's a clinical nature. And that's ultimately what separates the wheat from the chaff. Because I felt Palace actually some good sort of play in the second to third phase. But, you know, for whatever reason, like Ayew, his brain just completely went when he got in front of goal. Whereas, you know, Minamino did what he had to do, Salah did what he had to do, Mane did what he had to do, Firmino did what he had to do. I'm sure I'm missing off a couple of other scorers as well. And I think, in a words, you know, I think we just showed a clinical nature. And I feel like that result has sent reverberations up and down the Premier League. Because I told you guys after the Villa game, we're going to get to a point where it's going to be December. Liverpool going to be clear at the top of the league, and you're going to ask yourselves, hang on a minute, was that this season? And I think it was rather poignant that we scored 7 past Palace, because I think it sort of eradicated that wrongdoing. And I think, you know, now Liverpool in a position to say, let's go retain our league title. Clearly we're the best team in the league, and let's just do what we have to do, man. Top football team.
How many minutes did Mo Salah play on Saturday?
33, I believe.
Apparently, he was man of the match according to the Premier League app. Phenomenal performance from him. He just come off the bench and Duppy and Berry.
That's a bit of a false man of the match. He wasn't man of the match, was he?
No, well, he put in a contribution. I'm giving it to Firmino, if I'm honest. But look, Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen, well done on your second title in a row. The top 4, on behalf of all the top 4 people, we're handing over that title to you right now. So how on earth, with the injuries you've got, you still be, you know, top of the league with points spared? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh yeah, someone's right on the tail. I don't believe in Leicester. I don't believe in Brendan Rodgers. You already know my thoughts on that. Manchester United, you're having a frigging laugh. Everton, Tottenham, Southampton, the list goes on. Okay, even if Chelsea rock up there at some stage, even if they do, guess what? I'm not a believer. So well done to Liverpool and to winning their second league title. Adrian, is the title done and dusted?
For me, I've always said, you know, even after the Villa game, even after Van Dijk went down, even after we had our sort of crazy spell of injuries, it was ours to lose. And I think I guess we've sort of got one hand on it now. Now it's just a matter of, as long as nothing goes left, by that I mean, you know, any freak results or any freak injuries, we should win it, because like we're relentless, we're restless, like we're hungry. Like literally, Mo Salah saw it was 4-0 at half time. He was chomping at the bit. He was stripped down, warming up in front of the manager, because he's like, raw, there's goals in this. You know, Sadio Mane, he kicks up a fuss. He's like, hang on a minute, why am I coming off? There's goals in this game. And guess what? I guarantee you he's going to lay the smack down on Saturday against Brighton, or whenever we're playing West Brom. He's going to lay the smack down against West Brom, because there's a relentless hunger that this Liverpool side has that's serving us well, man. So, yeah.
You know
I think we've got one hand on it now at the moment. Yeah.
You're spot on that attitude. You're spot on because the attitude is there. Like you said, most Salah looked at this game and thought, "Fam, there's food to eat," and that's why Mane was also pissed off that he couldn't capitalize on the duck and burying and in the feast. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting you say that Mane next game, boy, we'll just watch this space. Where is that game? Is that at the
Anfield?
Oh God, West Brom. Good luck. Good luck.
Time at the zoo.
I just wanted to mention a few comments. You spoke about the mentality. A player that has a hungry mentality is Jordan Henderson. Footy Agenda said Henderson scoring the 4th against Palace to prevent a comeback a la 2013-14. Hashtag EPL_legacy_surpass. I feel like, is that a slide dig at Steven Gerrard? Is that what that is? That's what I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's amazing how that game still gets brought up even now. Like Liverpool have won, I think, 4 in a row, if not 6 in a row at Selhurst since that Christian Ball situation. But that fixture still got brought up.
Oh, come on!
Because it's
football
history.
heritage.
That is heritage
history
right there.
It's one of the most iconic games in Premier League history. Like honestly, it really is.
Yeah.
But when you've gone slapped at 6 in a row, come on! Like, at what point do we put it to bed? They've won the league.
It was the significance of the game, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but Peter, as you said, we've won the league since then, so it's more
you've
of a duck spot.
You won at Southampton in a row. Like what stage you just Suarez ain't there, Sturridge ain't there, ain't there.
Well, Peter, you still hold that when you talk about Brendan, so you got to keep it for the whole team.
Can I go back to earlier this year? Can I go back to earlier this year with Brendan Rodgers? I don't need to go back to the catalogue. I don't need to go to the archive. I've got this year alone.
I mean, this year he's second in the league, isn't he?
Adrian, naughty boy. Naughty boy.
Lola O said it's the Hendo versus Gerrard thing. You know, we all know Gerrard was the better player, but you can't deny Hendo's mentality,
legacy.
his hunger, he drives this Liverpool team forward, and he wants them.
He's not Gerrard.
No, he's not Gerrard. He's definitely not Gerrard. But can I say something? Henderson's got a better team than Gerrard. Why are we not? Why are we ignoring that?
No one's saying that. No one's saying he's not.
It's not got to be Hendo versus Gerrard, bro. That's an air conversation, bro.
It's a conversation by rival fans.
It's a gender field. I mean,
he's not better.
There's another comment from Boss Light Endo who says 3 consecutive seasons where Liverpool will be top at Christmas. The first one, Liverpool bottled it. Can we say bottled it? Liverpool.
I still think that's harsh. We won our last 8 or 9 games in a row.
Okay.
What the Beniers one thing?
No, 97 points. 97 points. Klopp.
He said 3 consecutive seasons where Liverpool were top. So that's last season when they won the league. The year before, Man City went on to win the league. Okay, interesting. Footy Agenda said there's been a West Ham offside goal. And that was Declan Rice, ironically, who put the ball in the back of the net, but the flag had gone up. Chelsea still 0-0 at Stamford Bridge with West Ham.
Angling for that
But man, what do you have to say about Palace? How long do you give? Like, at what point do you let's let Roy Hodgson, let's wheel him into the retirement, and then let's see what new we can sort of bring in. No, I don't think he's going to have many gigs left. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's got many years left in him. He might have a 1-2-year contract, but I feel like he's ending. Like Crystal Palace was the retirement home for him, if that makes sense. Before you hang up the blazer. So I feel like. What do you reckon? At what point do you say, we want a manager that's going to give us the expensive football just a little bit? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too.
Well, like Stoke did, Tony Pulis.
I think if you do it today, that's a bit on this match alone. It's a bit harsh because Crystal Palace had the opportunities to go forward. I think 3 times before.
I don't mean something. I mean end the season thing, like moving him on at the end of the year, not sacking him.
Season, I agree. I'm just saying, looking at the game, that Crystal Palace did have opportunities, but then it had not finished, and then as soon as Liverpool started, it literally just gave up. So I feel like the fear of Liverpool got into them as soon as one goal, and it's like, now this game over, and just kind of went into themselves. I'm not sure that's more of a Hodgson thing, but I do agree that there's so much this manager Hodgson can take him, and I think we've reached the plateau or something like that.
Chilwell's gone off injured, lads.
Yeah, he rolled his ankle, man. He rolled his ankle. Very, very dangerous.
One fantasy point.
Hold on a second, mate.
Oh, I've seen something.
Mason Mount.
Stamford Bridge, mate. And guess who it is, mate?
Yes! Get in! Get in!
From the corner, Jeff. I don't know who took the corner, but yeah.
Mason Mount. It was Mason Mount, David. It was Mason Mount. Obviously, you can't mistake that delivery. First class stamp onto Thiago Silva's bean, and Chelsea are 1-0 up. Yeah, that's 10 minutes in, 1-0 Chelsea. Corner kick.
If you're a Palace fan, what would you man think? Like, you know what I mean? You gave West Brom 5 1 week, and then you're getting 7 by Liverpool the following week, or weeks later. What's Crystal Palace's goal this season? If you're a Palace fan,
I think Palace are very, very interesting because I feel like against one of the first games of the season was against United. They went to Old Trafford and beat them. And I thought, okay, we're going to see a very, very serious Palace team. Then I watched them play against Chelsea and we slapped them up 4-0 and we weren't even out of first gear. So I was like, that was probably a false result, but Palace literally just didn't turn up. And it seemed like they tried for about 20 minutes against Liverpool. And then once the goals went in, they just got swept with the tide. I feel like they're almost, I don't even know how to say it, but against the big teams, they can really lie down if you hit them fast.
I think if I'm a Palace fan, I think we have to not underplay the work that Roy Hodgson has done for that team. And that's a team on paper could easily be down in the mires, fighting relegation, season upon season upon season upon season. He gets them comfortable in the league. Like relegation is an afterthought for Crystal Palace. So and I brought up Tony Pulis, wherein where have we been here before? Wherein a team is sort of, some may say stagnating, some may say plateauing in the league. They say, all right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of the man who's brought us to this level for a more progressive coach, and then we're going to end up getting relegated in a couple of years. But Palace it's a weird one because you look at Eze, you look at Zaha, you look at even Townsend, and you think to yourself that could potentially be the nucleus for quite a saucy, sexy football team. You add in a proper striker to beat with that, and all of a sudden Palace are looking really, really good. So it's a tough one.
Adrian, you mentioned the sauciness that they've got going forward, but also they've got resolute players. Like they've got players like Kouyaté, Gary Cahill. They're just like MacArthur. They're just like Premier League guys who you think should be able to hold them solid. I thought should be doing much better than how they are. But yeah, they're just a mid-table team. Like it's a weird one. Lola O said Palace are looking for mid-table. They'll get it. Pretty normal. Not much to going on there. Footy Agendas says Crystal Palace's goal is to avoid relegation. Simple as mid-table as a target. Remember when Stoke used to be a Premier League team until they decided to play 60 and bought Bojan and Shaqiri, etc.
Yeah, I guess that's more to Adrian's point, isn't it? Earlier on.
Yeah. Lola O says Palace have good qualities. They should have got Brewster as a striker because they've got are either going or are dead. They need to get Batshuayi a run of games. That's what needs to happen. Once he gets firing, when he strikes up a partnership with Zaha, you know what I mean? Things will turn around for them. I'm pretty sure.
Keep believing that, bruv. If you were the Palace owner, who would you look at as a realistic manager to take on, say, the 2021-2022 season? What kind of manager do you think could
Eddie Howe?
Eddie Howe?
No.
Why not?
I think no. I'll give him that. He'll do well with that team, bruv.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, Eddie Howe, I wouldn't mind that.
Eddie Howe's not a bad appointment. Eddie Howe's not a bad appointment. That's not what I'm saying. If I'm the owner of Crystal Palace, I'm delighted with what Roy Hodgson is doing. I don't think I want anyone else. And Eddie Howe's not that much of a step above.
Retires, man. Let's say Hodgson says, I am done. I'm out.
How old is he? Like 73, 74? He's a big man.
Something like that. Yeah, man. He's a big man, blood.
Actually, isn't he not the oldest manager in Prem history, like to be active in a row?
I think so. Yeah, he beat Wenger.
Even older than Fergie. Oh, Wenger was it? Yeah.
I swear it was since the 70s, bruv.
Yeah. Deep in the 70s.
He's deep.
He was old at Liverpool.
He done it. By the time he got to Liverpool, he was already a seasoned vet.
He managed like 5 different countries.
Speaks
Told
bare
Roberto Carlos
language.
he wasn't good enough.
Bro, he's 73, bruv.
Yeah, man. I think Wenger's 72, 71, 72, something like that. So, yeah, I remember like him departing after a while. Any on? I just want to say quickly on Liverpool. Actually, Adrian, is Firmino back?
Again, I think. Again, for me, the thing is with Firmino, and you're gonna say like it's quite a weird stance to take, but for me, it's never about his numbers. The reason as to what because even when his numbers haven't been great, I've always been vehement in my defense of him because he's linking play good, his work rate is good, and he's doing all the other things that makes him a great player. However, for a long period of time, he wasn't even doing that. And then he didn't have the output to put. So yeah, he scored in his last 2 in a row. Nice. But for me, I date it back further to I think it was the Leicester game, even further than the Wolves game, where he has actually looked sharper. He has been linking play better. He has been running harder. So yeah, I think he's back, but it's not necessarily to do with the goals. It's more so the all-round things are starting to come back, and that's why it's so valuable to the system.
Do you know what? Forgive me for not being clear, because what I definitely didn't want to attach it to was just the goals. For me, I think he's improved as a player in the last month. I think he's actually been impactful. That was what he was. He was very effective. Yeah, he was impactful, and I felt like prior to even Wolves, he was getting back into the rhythm. So sorry, my bad. That's what I meant. I meant like his overall.
Overall, he's definitely finding his groove again, which is good. Like he's never going to be a 30-goal a season striker. But what he is going to be, he's going to be an excellent player. Link and play moving forward. So yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah, Lolo says Firmino's in a
Premier League title wrap before.
Boss that Endo says, "I told you, man, Bobby will be back. You're all mocking him, top class player. I'll never give up on him."
All right, well done for winning the league before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move things along. Unless you got anything else to say on Liverpool, can we move it on?
No, move on. There's not much. Even though there's 7 goals, it's not much.
Hey, Salah scored a banger, bro. Flipping it, bro.
Hey, bro, in my fantasy, obviously I captain Salah. When I see he hasn't started, I'm crying, fam. Then I see man coming on 25 minutes, bro. Two goals. I said,
came out with a ring, bro. You weren't messing up, bro.
Yeah, with a point to prove.
Man. I lie.
That's why you have to be greedy. Oh, you have to be hungry, bro. If you want to be successful, you have to be.
Another one. Cool. Where are we going to next? Because I know you lot discussed the order. Where should we jump somewhere else? Because I had something.
We're going up the M1.
Up the M1 from what? From Palace, yeah. To where?
To Liverpool.
Yeah, M1, M6.
Oh, good grief! Everton 2.
The other side, the nasty side.
I thought I was going to the other side first.
We'll get to them man later, bro.
We'll go in order.
You said go up to Liverpool.
Yeah, M1 goes up to Liverpool.
Everton.
Because Liverpool and Manchester. I was going to say okay, but never mind. Yeah, cool.
Listen back to what you lot said.
Let's go where we want to go. Let's go where we want to go.
We'll go to the Arsenal. Let's go.
You lot said the M1 to Liverpool. Liverpool played away.
Yeah. But where do Everton play?
In Liverpool. That's what I said.
Yeah, he did.
Arsenal won. What's the matter with you?
No, Peter, man. Peter, I saw the vision still.
Let's go there because we need to talk about someone.
Y'all man got that powder in your juice, bro. Anyway, man,
sipping that lean,
David, bro. Oh, David, same old Arsenal, always losing. Same old Arsenal, always losing. Bro, it's pure apathy, innit? Like, where are you, bro? Where are you?
It is. It's same old, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. The same mistakes.
Do you know what makes this one worse? Yeah? Everton weren't even good.
Yeah, there
Like
wasn't.
apparently they had no shot in the second half. Like so the first half job done the game basically, and typically. And guess what? Guess what? The post-match interview from Arteta is. Oh, we're playing well. We're doing everything. We dominated the game. Rare tear tear. I mean, come on. Like when I say I signed out, fam, I'm out of here, fam. I'm out of here. All the Arsenal memorabilia you're seeing is for the women. You get me 4-0 winners yesterday up against Everton. You don't know. That's how you beat Everton, fam. But anyway, yeah, David, man.
First mistake. Why do you start in Nketiah over Lacazette, bruv? Are you mad, bruv? Are you smoking something, bruv?
Do you know what? Yeah, I get why people were mad about that. Yeah, but think about it, Lacazette, bruv. Yeah, like it's been a fraud performances from him for at least 2 seasons. He's not the guy that we saw at Lyon, isn't it? We only got him in the first year, really, and after that, I don't think we got him. Maybe the second season he was all right, but bruv. Lacazette could have had the exact same performance Nketiah had, and we would have said, "Why not start the youngers?" Do you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing people say, "Why don't you play Balogun?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing, Pete. Yeah, if you're gonna play the youngers, just play the youngers, bro. Stop going halfway. Like you're playing Nketiah, then you got Willian on the left, bro.
Nah, you have to go halfway, David. You have to go half.
No.
You can't just play 10 youngsters.
Oscar, after everything, I'm done, bro. If you're gonna go young, just go. I don't care, bro. Just go young, bro. Because these men are not playing for you, bro.
What hell and SC 4 away.
All the Arsenal fans would back the youth man, then, bro. Haaland,
bro. Bundy's man. If you man are not on it, just dip, bro. Last year of your deal, now 4th blood.
David, imagine, yeah, we're 2-1 down, yeah. The first sub to come on is Joe Willock. The second sub, yeah, is not even Willian coming off. It's Pepe coming off. The one guy who can do anything in the game.
Willian did not do jack all, bruv. The first goal they scored, man doesn't close down the Iwobi, bruv. Man's just walking. He's walking as
Not interested.
Bruv.
No.
Honestly, yeah.
Can I Pete?
Yo.
I was gonna say, can I go through some of these comments because they're coming in thick and fast for Arsenal. Lola O said Balding being captain says all you need to know.
He believes in the wrong people, man.
I mean, look, the captaincy at Arsenal, yeah, let's be honest, the captaincy's been a joke at Arsenal from when we've had, listen, I've had crybabies and William Gallas, I've had Van Persie's and Fabregas's leave us as we go, we've had Xhaka being the captain, we've had David Luiz be Arsenal captain, we've had Aubameyang be captain, we've had 5 captains in one go with Emery, we had 5 in one go, and then Rob Holding. You know, like when there's players of such experience like your Willians, your David Luiz's on the pitch, and even they don't get the captain armband now. And that's when you know, like, okay, do you know what? Like, this is such a mess. But Arsenal treat the captaincy like it's trash. They've been doing it since Gilberto was captain. Ever since then, they've just treated it like it's nothing. Or since Thierry Henry even. It's a worthless thing now.
Fam, you got Pepe marking Yeromina from a corner. The best head of the ball. Pepe's the one marking him.
Mismatch. That's a complete and utter mismatch. What was the thinking behind that?
As I said, bro, IQ is out. The football IQ is out the window, bro. What is that?
Everton had 4 centre backs at the back 4, and we scored only via a penalty. Tells you all you need to know, bro. Like, there's no reason. They're not giving us a reason to be invested in this season. This season is over, fam. And you're what's mad, yeah? 2 things. Obviously, Everton being dead. Everton won't have been that great, right? But the league is so trash. I was looking at the points, yeah, and I was like, rah, this season's over. Like, how far is it over, innit, yeah? Like, just measuring how bad this season is. And I'm seeing that we were like 12 points before the Everton game. We were 10 points off the top 4. And when you see 10 points when it's only 14 games played or 13 games played, that don't seem crazy. It seems like you can close that over time. Like by the time it gets to March and April, you're being like 2 or 3 points behind the top 4 and you're well in it. But this league is so dead. It makes me think, bloody hell, man, Arsenal, you need to get your stuff together. But the truth of the matter is, David, you see Edu come out and back it. You see Vinay come out and back it. You know what I'm saying? This manager is going nowhere. That's why I've signed up, bro. You know, like football to me is so dead and boring now. Like Wolves, Burnley was on earlier today. Burnley Wolves today, right? And I couldn't give a monkey blood. Let me tell you, I couldn't give a blood. Like football now, to me, I don't give a damn, fam. That's the truth of the men's football, Premier League football. I couldn't care less who's playing. Like watching the Man United and Leeds game, I was just more and more annoyed with football. I was just like, screw this, man. At least them men are in the conversation. Us men don't know what's going on. Hey, yo, Adrian got gun bucked or something. What happened there?
You got collapsed. Let me read out some comments. Footy Agenda said, I had bare Arsenal jokes prepared, but the situation is just sad. Arteta using % chance of winning to explain bad luck. Mate, you're a rookie whose previous job was putting out cones for training. Self-conceited bum. Can anyone explain to me why? I looked at my Twitter today and I saw that Scott Steiner was trending. I thought the worst. I said, oh no, Scott Steiner has died. Robin, I thought the same thing. I said, Scott Steiner has died. This is horrible news. I click it. I see bare Arteta memes. What the heck is Arteta talking about in press conferences, guys? Someone explain it to me.
What's the Scott Steiner reference? I'm confused.
So Scott Steiner did some promo and he was just chatting bare math waffle. So using the percentages, saying you take 3% of this, take to that, get 100% Scott Steiner, stuff like that. I can't remember how it went. But yeah. So basically,
Big
they used that promo at same with Arteta. And I was like, no, this can't be serious.
Hello, if you hear me, listen, bruv, yeah, like, you know, Willian's had one shot on target this season, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, piss off. I shouldn't be watching any of this stuff. Like, but
you see the fact that Willian's had one shot on target. I don't understand whose fault that is, because when he was at Chelsea, he used to take bare shots from outside the box. So I don't know if Arteta's told him not to do that. No, always on target. Willian's competent in that respect. They're always on target. They're just not troubling anyone. So
you're watching Everton versus Arsenal, right? Two examples, right? Two teams last season, this time last year, were looking for new management, right? You know, I even forgot Oscar had Premier League years on the other day, yeah, of last season. I forgot Everton had Marco Silva last year. Like, Marco Silva to me is a distant memory. So when I seen him on the touchline, I was like, right, this guy was getting haggard against Liverpool and them, man, and still keeping his job. No way. But then I'm seeing them, man, there. Look, Usmanov, yeah, formerly of Arsenal, goes over to Everton, yeah, spends the bag, puts the P on deck, right? They get a technical director in Marcel Brands. Anybody know about his history? Anyone know about Marcel Brands? This guy is knee deep in the game since '99, bro, with the PSVs of this world and friggin' Ajaxes and some of the great teams he had, RZ Alkmaar, some of the great teams that have like won titles. He was the technical director there, right? So you've got another football man in there. That technical director and that owner got Ancelotti in there. 2-2s now. We have got Edu, novice. Yeah, you've got Vinay, who I don't know if he's ever been a chief executive at another job or another club or anything like that. Novice. Our manager is a novice. Footy Agenda said my man was dishing out the cones. What man in football, blood? If I get my badges, yeah, if I get my badges tomorrow, I swear the qualifications I've got are the exact same as Arteta's. I could walk into that job. Not that I'll do a good job. Let's make no mistake. How many times have I ever said, if you can pay me $4,000 a week to defend like Mustafi, then pay me the money, because I will do the same job. No hype. I'll do the same job.
Rooney rule, yeah.
Oh, fam, come on. Come on.
Man said Rooney rule.
Get that BAME in. You know what I'm saying? Get that BAME in there, bro. But you know, you look at this. You look at the standard of both teams, bro. How does Everton attract Marcel Brands in the first place, right? How do they attract Carlo Ancelotti? James Rodriguez plays for Everton, bro. No one's gonna understand that, because 2020 was such a wild year anyway, and such a crazy year. Blood, James Rodriguez plays for Everton, and as soon as that sinks in due course, the better for this conversation. But it shows you how far apart we are.
You've answered your own question.
Yeah, you have. All right, so Lola O said, in the majority of games Arsenal have lost, other teams haven't been that good and they didn't need to be. Arsenal have pretty much just let them walk all over them. Yep. Footy Agenda said, Peter, Everton had 3 consecutive victories against Leicester, Chelsea and Arsenal. They're doing well. In all of those games, Everton have played exactly the same way. They've just let the other team have the ball and said, create if you can. And all 3 of those teams struggled to create. And even like Chelsea and Leicester, they're teams that know how to score goals, and they both found it hard. So what chance did Arsenal really stand?
Exactly.
It just wasn't. There was nothing to it.
Don't get me wrong, Everton went through that blip after they had a good start. They had a little blip in the middle. I remember them getting beat by Southampton and well beaten. Okay, fair enough. They might have had injuries or whatever, suspensions, but they were well beaten against Southampton. I said, "Oh, is Everton coming down to size again?" But then they picked it up, man. Big wins. Like,
they can still compete for top 4.
They're performing very, very well. And you have to remember, even when they do have those blips where they don't win in a couple games, they are still Everton. They are still a side that's fielding players like Iwobi, Michael Keane and Yerry Mina at centre-back. Like, they're good to get results, but they're not good to be title challengers or anything like that. So why would they be?
They've got a good manager. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, facts.
If Everton finish at a very respectable position, it will come down to the fact that they got a competent, world-class manager. What is he doing there?
Yeah. Okay. There's hella comments, so allow me to breeze through them before I continue. Lola O said Laka and Eddie are at the same level of meh. The only grace is Eddie is 20/21 years old. She also says, I get playing Balogun. If you know you have no proper creators, playing Eddie is pointless. He's Obar, but 10 times worse and needs all the service. Very, very true. She also said Willock coming on is pointless instead of Emil Smith-Rowe. Sorry, Willock coming on instead of Emil Smith-Rowe told me Arteta was definitely losing it. I mean, the fact that Emil Smith-Rowe, I don't think he's played a league game under Arteta. Is that true? Like, Willock plays all the time. Huh?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he does it. He trusts Willock all the time. So if this is showing you that he's losing it, then it should have shown you it last season or whenever before, because he believes in Willock for some reason to change a game. He brought on Willock before he brought on Lacazette. So that says everything.
Yeah, mad thing.
Louise or KT should have been captain. Yeah, I was very surprised that one of those two wasn't picked. Why would
the truth is, I don't want nobody at Arsenal should be responsible for even giving captaincy, because of the way the culture is and the way the mentality is of a captain. It's, you know what I'm saying? Even if they gave it to Tierney, guess what, bruv? It wouldn't surprise me if Tierney, doesn't carry it with such honor. Does that make sense? Because of what's been set before him, because of the environment he's in. It would not he can't go to Celtic and be captain and be wishy-washy, yeah? That man's set precedent, you get me? But at Arsenal, bro, it's been like I mentioned, the captains, the list of captains we've had, the shambolic list goes on and on and on. The captaincy needs to just be taken away from the full stop. It just needs to be taken away until we understand and learn what does it mean to be a captain of a football club. Because I think that module needs to be recited again. You know what I'm saying? We need to pass some exams before we can start giving out captaincies. It's a freaking joke.
Lola O said, Pepe played as I thought he would. The guy's bozo gene is strong, forever driving into traffic when there was space for Ainsley Maitland-Niles or him to go into idiots.
For real. Hey, you know what? Yeah, for real. Let me say something on that. Yeah, but you would have never thought. You would have never, man. You would have never thought Pepe missed 3 games. Because he didn't play like he's come back to say, you know what, I need to be here. What Adrian said about Sadio Mane in the next game, yeah? Where my man is pissed, like, I'm coming off the pitch. What, are you mad? Next time I see West Brom, I'm licking man down. No homo, yeah? But Pepe missed 3 games, and it's like I never saw nothing from him. I never saw that hunger of like, yo, Arteta, you better start me every frigging game. No, Arteta will drop him against Chelsea.
Facts.
Pepe.
Yeah, forgive me if you see me like moving facial reactions. It's because I'm watching this Chelsea game and
give us some updates.
Yeah. So Ben, as David mentioned, Ben Chilwell got taken off, and ever since then, West Ham have been in the ascendancy. They look like the ones who are going to equalise rather than Chelsea scoring. Not because Ben Chilwell came off. It's just at that moment is when the shift happened, and it seemed like flipping Chelsea have lost control of the game. So our goal is living a charmed life. We haven't really created any attacks, and West Ham look like they're the ones who are going to score. B Arsenal Guna said after the Chelsea game, he has 4 winnable games. If no performances come out of that, Arteta is finished.
Why are we giving him chances? No. Wait, go back to the other comment.
Thing.
Yeah.
Go back
I'm
to
with
be
you.
you're a gooner, yeah. You're the guy. You get me? Like you're a gooner. You're a top guy. But bruv, come on. What do you mean 4 winnable games after Chelsea? So I gotta go knee deep in the January transfer window, and then we start staggering. Oh, should we drop him? There are no good performances, fam. Let me tell you that now.
Where's the next win gonna come from?
Bro, Brighton away. It's not even. Do you know what it is? A win may come in those 4 because I think it's your Brightons, West Broms, Newcastles. It's like Palace, them wash man. But at the same
Could you bet
time,
on it though?
no, of course not. Are you mad, fam? I got better luck getting a vaccine, fam. You get what I'm saying? But like, it's one of those where we need to stop doing this. This is where Arsenal constantly are so slow to react. Where you think of these 4 games, because guess what will happen, bro? It will be a draw here, a win here, a defeat here, and it will be 15th of January. And then you got to make a decision. Do we do it? Do we not? If they pull the trigger on halfway in the January transfer window, honestly, it's a mess. It's a frigging mess. But then if they keep them on, it's a mess anyway. And
it's mad that you can actually end up 17th this weekend if you lose to Chelsea.
Well, do you know what? Yeah, I don't think Chelsea are going to beat Arsenal. That's just me.
All week, boy.
I don't think Chelsea are going to beat Arsenal. A game that we have to win, going up against Arsenal in a game where they can't lose. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Lola O said it's not performances. He has no choice but to win. It's do or die for Arsenal right now. That's pretty much it. James plays for Everton because of the manager and because his name is in the mud.
He was like
that's
Bayern,
too harsh.
Real. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's harsh.
He was like Bayern and Real. Like
he was doing things at Bayern. It's not like he wasn't. Like he was enjoying his time at Bayern.
Yeah, he was good at Bayern.
Yeah. So,
I think that's more.
Everyone. I
think that's more of a commentary. I was going to say, I think it's more of a commentary of the position. Like, I feel like the number 10 role is redundant. So, to be a number 10 at a top team, you have to be superb. And James isn't that, and he's not going to give you that athleticism to play in the wing for them. Whereas at Everton, obviously, they're going to accommodate him more because, it's James flipping Rodriguez. He wouldn't, kind of thing.
Yo, David,
lastly
on
I feel
Arsenal,
like Coutinho, better man.
No, go ahead.
No, finish, yeah.
Okay, I was just going to say, David, lastly on Arsenal, Liverpool scored as more goals than Arsenal have scored in their last 11 Premier League games. You take the last comment and we'll move on.
I said, Arsenal, Kroenke needs to clear house or sell the team, bro. Straight and simple, bro. We're not going anywhere. I said this time ago. Yes, he's invested in players, but it's to appease fans. With no planning, bro. Partey was 45 million at the beginning of the summer transfer window. While we bare late. It just shows you guys, and then people get gas and gas. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, bro. Fam, you don't care, bro.
David, that's a great point. The mentality
the mentality is wrong, bro.
Man said Partey was 45 at the start of the window. At the start, and we got him when? We got him on the last hour.
That's why we're celebrating when we beat Man United. It's like, okay, cool. Watch.
Speaking of Manchester United.
Wait, hold on, Peter. Hold on, I've got a comment. Abdi065 says Thursday 31st December 4:30. That's all I'm gonna say. What is that?
Oh, what is he?
He's calling Peter out, isn't it?
Yeah, is that the time of the fight?
Oh, that's the time of the fight. Oh, snap. I guess.
Fam, what's that? Oh, you know, we can't.
It's cold, bro.
Yeah, them tier 4 scrap.
That's tier 4 as well.
Tier 4, we ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
Tier 4, boy, I'm going nowhere. Fam, is it me or was it the darkest day today? I saw no light, fam. At no point today.
Shortest day of the year.
Shortest day of the year?
You trust Robin to know a fact like that. I believe everything he says.
Was that the equinox?
What? So
the equator.
Oh, it's because it's nigga solstice.
Why do you think everyone's got superpowers today?
It's nigga solstice.
Madness.
Yeah. Trust.
What? Less than 24 hours, yeah? That's the shortest day.
No, the shortest of daylight time because it's nigga solstice.
Oh. whatever. All right, cool.
Lola
that's
O
actual
said,
thing.
no, it's not an actual thing. Lola O said, KT being captain would be fine for now, but he hasn't been there long enough to be tainted yet. Maybe, yeah, he's the only one that shouts, I think. Boss Like Endo said, this Peter guy says no homo every week. I think you plan it. That's what I think.
It's not even a plan.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, you must do, man.
Nah, cause you know what it is, yeah. You say, like we say bare things, innit, yeah, and you don't realize what we're saying, innit, and then it sounds like, oh, that sounds mad. Like when you think something in your head, it sounds alright in your head, and then you say it out loud, you're like, whoa.
I think
I don't know,
think
man.
it in your head, you hear it, and then you go, I'm gonna say this, and damn,
But I don't plan to say, yo, Mane's come to lick man down. I don't plan that. I didn't plan that. You know what I'm saying? It just happened, and you gotta react. You gotta react.
People are confirming. Lola O says winter solstice, aka Black Superpowers Day. Yeah, nigger solstice, like I said. Emily Clark is saying no, it's the solstice, nigger solstice, like I said. That's why everybody's
big up Emily, bro. Whoever Emily is, bro. Was that first time coming? Big up Emily, man. 100%. Big up the crew.
What, Robin, you're not gonna shout out?
Nah.
Why are you there trying to get excited, fam? He's trying to keep it calm.
Okay, last few comments on Arsenal, and then we can move on. Lola O said, I say it every game. If your best and most important player is a 19-year-old, every attacker should hang their heads in shame. Guys, I follow Saka on Twitter, and his Twitter is depressing me. Why are Arsenal so bad? Every day he's apologizing for your
not just
players.
him.
Even
Mesut Ozil cracked. No, Mesut Ozil cracked.
Nah, but
he's dancing on the grave.
Everyone's trolling, bro.
In a white suit.
Man, how is this real? How are we living in a time like this where this is happening at a football club, not just Arsenal? A football club is going through this. How is that happening?
Bro, you don't deserve it.
Raw. We deserve it.
Yeah, you do. Lola O was saying, in regards to James Rodriguez, not saying James was bad. It's more of the fact that he was not talked like that. Yeah, I guess. But serious teams could have done with James Rodriguez this window.
I think he's a bit niche.
B Arsenal Guna says, saying 4 games because Edu is already trying to buy time for him by giving him a vote of confidence. They don't even have a replacement.
You're doing right. Yeah, you're damn right.
I want to get through the rest of these comments, and then the last thing on Arsenal, I do want to ask you two who you would go for if Arteta was to be sacked. Lola O said Arteta's talent is mad. Oh, talent ID is mad, by the way. He's offering Boulding and Mustafi new contracts, fighting for man like Willian and Cedric and such.
Do you know what? Lola backed this guy, She can't start cussing. She backed this thing, fam. Yeah, let's remember when I pulled out the yellow card, man, them were moving higgy, bruv. Everyone was like, "Pete, you're mad." Rare. The calm before the storm. I called for it.
I'll hold my hands up. Mate.
Yeah, have them raised. Keep them there.
I'm sorry, man. Yes, sir.
You know how it is, isn't it? It's almost,
I'm gonna prostrate in a minute as well.
Like you see things in your team before anybody else. Oscar, what's going on at Stamford Bridge, Oscar?
Oh my gosh, Werner just missed a sitter. Oh my god,
again. He's coming out my fantasy team. He's coming out. That's it. He's out now.
Oh, he's still there.
We've had Adrian. Yeah, for the Arsenal game Boxing Day because you know full well.
Keep him in.
We literally had a counter attack.
He's through goal. Let me see this.
Yeah, he's messed it.
Waste man.
We literally had a counter attack. We're 3 on goal. You've got Pulisic, Tammy Abraham, and Werner all running at 3 West Ham defenders. Pulisic's got the ball. He waits till the last moment to play that pass into Werner. All Werner has to do is first time shoot. He shoots it straight at the goalkeeper, and it goes out for a corner. But I don't need to blame there. Maybe Pulisic should have passed it earlier.
And that free ball was what though?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Pulisic should have passed it earlier. His pass wasn't that great, but still, Werner's got to pick a corner and score that, bruv. I'm not. I would have scored that. You play that through ball to me, I would have scored that.
Yes, Oscar.
That's why you're not in the
OSK number 9.
Garbage.
Going on like he's freaking Didier Drogba, blood. You would have done
it was one. You're 1-on-1 with the keeper. It wasn't flipping like outside the box or nothing. It was a simple shot. Like put it in the corner.
If the through ball was correct, he would have scored.
No, it's not about the through ball though. It's not about like the through ball wasn't great, but you score that when you're the striker. When you're trying to be number 9, you finish that. Yeah, any striker in the league.
I'm hearing
I don't care, bro.
I'm hearing conflicting arguments.
No, the ball, Pete, the ball wasn't great from Pulisic, but still, I don't care. Vernon's got to finish. SW6X London said, "Yo, Oscar, language." What did I say?
Still.
No, I didn't say the N word.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, Oscar. I heard it in it, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, I said nigger solstice. It's one word. It's one word. It's not. No, it's not. It's all one word.
I don't know about this thing.
Guys, it just sounds like the N word, but it's not the N word. This is you're gonna do me like you did Cavani. Is that what you're not gonna do? You're gonna do me like you did Cavani. It's not. I'm joking. I promise I won't be saying that word anymore. Lola O said, "Nah, I backed his coachings, not his signings." In regards to Arteta, SW6 is laughing at Adrian. SW6 said that Vernon was poor, terrible. Last few comments. Lola O said, "I stand by it. Clearly just out of depth as a manager." She said, "Oscar, just stop." All right, I'll stop. I'll stop. Lola O said, "Nothing wrong with not having a short fuse. He had some grace. Now he's used it up." Fair.
Alrighty. Let's go down the. I guess is it the M6 from Liverpool?
Hit the M6.
Hey Pete, can we just go? They didn't bottle last week. We gave them grace last week, but can we talk about them just quickly, bro?
Go on. Who?
Down the M1, bro. The other side of North London, guys.
Oh,
that's what I was driving to.
Let's go.
Yeah. This week they bottled, bro.
Bro, I've never seen in a game 2 teams that don't want the ball. It was really ridiculous. Watching, and this is like the top of this kind of thing. What on earth was this? What, Spurs 0, Leicester 2? JB Vardy's having a party.
Trust me, bro.
He didn't break any corner flags, so it's fine.
Yeah, he had to allow the corner flag from. But yeah, man.
So Peter, what did you think of Tottenham's performance?
I thought it was a shower of crap. If I'm honest, they were at home. This is a team who's been on form this season. They've been stringing in a lot of wins, top of the table at some stage of the season. I'm looking at them now; they're 6th, obviously because the points are so sandwiched together. But Mourinho. You know what? It's one of those, innit? I've backed Mourinho for time in it and said, "Yo, this guy will get the results. He'll do his thing, right?" But to try and play this defensive football when you're Spurs and you've got such talent going forward, their defense is bad, by the way. Their defense has never been good, right? Their defenders are crap. And the fact that we had Mourinho, obviously, it made it seem like, okay, Mourinho is now like gonna make the defenders play a bit better. No, they're never gonna be better than what they were. This Tottenham back four, we've been dissing it for years, right? We've been dissing it for years, and it came home to roost. They were playing up against, Leicester could have had 3 and 4 blood. They were battering Tottenham. So my thoughts on that performance was a show of crap.
I thought the return of Ndidi was important for Leicester. Very important. At the same time, I feel like the Leicester's 2 goals were literally because of Tottenham's own doing. I didn't know what Sergio Aurier was doing, giving that penalty away.
You know what he was doing. He was being
relapsed.
He was
doing so well.
People got stuck into the fact that Sergio Aurier was a good right back all of a sudden. Hang on a minute. Friggin' relax. He's a shower of crap, that right back. He's a joke. Mourinho said it last year, yeah? In the Amazon documentary, the guy said, "I am scared of you giving penalties."
Okay. Let me get to a couple comments. Lola O said, "This has been Spurs all season." She also said, "Son and Kane or bust." And this is exactly, the past 3 games has exactly typified everything I've been saying about Spurs all season. They are a good side, and they will do very well to get top 4 this season. But to think that shower of rubbish is good enough to push Liverpool for a Premier League title, you have to be stupid. And they proved me right sooner than I thought they would. Like, it's silly. It's absolutely silly. Lola O said Bell is moving foolish. He looks like he won't be good until like February or March. Yeah, I'm surprised at Bell. I thought he'd be better than this, but it's looking bad. Footy Agenda says this was no different than any Mourinho masterclass. Sit deep and capitalize on mistakes. Lazy and unambitious. It's crazy because that makes their defeat at Liverpool seem so much worse, even though it was so close. It was literally margins. A Kane header or a Bergwijn finish could have seen them beat Liverpool at Anfield, and we'd be talking about Tottenham very differently. But results are results. It's a results-based industry. What are you saying, Pierre?
I don't agree, because I think what Mourinho's done, especially with Spurs, like, he knows Spurs is not big meat. He knows it's not that, right?
So, you know what I mean, guys?
I mean, I didn't say anything this time, innit? He knows that they're not that kind of side that are gonna go and challenge for the title. Does that make sense? So when he, for example, when he goes to like a Liverpool, or even when he played against Arsenal, against Man United, you know, we forget Man United. It was a classic case of they were just sending balls one after the other, and Man United didn't know what to do in that game. But Mourinho knows when he's got deficiencies in his side, he plays according to his deficiencies. He never plays according to the team he's up against. I mean, when he's got a team that he's like that he feels is underdog. Tottenham is the underdog. Let's make no mistake about it. Nobody was under any illusions that they were top dog. They definitely weren't. And it's surprising that, you know, he went with this approach against Leicester at home. I get that. You know, people will be screaming about that. But Leicester are lethal going forward at the end of the day. Like, so, you know, having the ball and trying to, you know, counter attack on Leicester's mistakes and whatever, it may have not worked. This could have got very, very ugly if Spurs were trying to play the game. Spurs players are not good enough. I don't care what anybody tells me about your Højbjergs, your Sissoko, or Alderweireld's, your Eric Dyers. Even when I name them, I'm like, what were people thinking? These players ain't good. They're not good enough. They're not good enough. In the sense that, look, Adrian, you look at your Liverpools, you look at your Man Cities, you look at your Chelseas. These are teams who can have the ball, play with the ball, and dominate games, right? On a possession level. Tottenham can't do that. The players ain't good enough. And when you look at the teams that they played against, right? Say, like, you know, Everton in that game, remember the first game of the season? Everton were just outplaying them. They were very, very good in that first game of the season. Now, Mourinho put it down to them being tired and whatever else. But the wins that have been impressive for Tottenham, like Southampton, like Man United, Arsenal, it's against teams that have the ball. And they pick and choose. And yeah, you can say it's a Mourinho masterclass, but I just think he knows what he's got at his disposal. He's not under any illusions. He knows what dead guys he's got.
The reason I'd say I disagree slightly is because we've seen Mourinho take this opportunity when he's had better players at his disposal. I remember teams he had at Chelsea where he would play this way, teams he had at United where he would play this way, even though they had quality midfielders and quality attackers. So, yeah, I just think this is Mourinho's going to do what he has to do. SW6 said Alderweireld had that look in his face, football heritage. Dyer is so dead. And I mean, fair play to Mourinho because he tricked a lot of people into making them think that like Aurier and Dyer are top quality defenders and that they could mount a serious charge.
I'm hearing Højbjerg getting mad praise this season. What?
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's a bit reactionary, though. Come on.
What's reactionary?
Like as much as you know, Spurs haven't got the greatest squad, I think just to denounce, like, you know, calling people like Højbjerg crap, like Aurier was an awful lapse in concentration, but up until then this season I think he's been all right, and I still think that Spurs side can actually rumble some tables in the league this season.
No,
but I think Oscar's playing
all right players. Yeah, I agree. They've got all right players. I'm saying they're all right.
I think Aurier is all right, but when Aurier makes that mistake, not a single soul was surprised that it was Aurier. Like when it happened, I said to Peter, "Guess who gave away a stupid penalty?" And he guessed Aurier. So it's not a surprise that that's happened. Eric Dyer, for half of his career, he's never been a centre back. So now you're trying to convince me that he's going to be a centre back that's going to push them to the title. I don't believe in it. Højbjerg, I think he's a good player, and I think the idea that he's fit into Spurs like a glove is not. I don't think that's like here today, gone tomorrow. But yeah, I was never ever that.
Do you know what? Oscar?
Convinced.
Convinced by this Tottenham side.
Do you know what though? Højbjerg at Southampton fans will tell you was a different player than what Mourinho's made him out at Spurs. He wasn't this sort of guy rough in the middle. You know what I'm saying? He has a nasty side to him. Don't get me wrong. He has got a nasty side, but this guy had the ball, played with the ball, moved the ball. Him and Ward-Prowse in midfield. It was nice. Do you know what I'm saying? But now what I'm getting is grit, and I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't him. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's playing a system, and he wants to get the players for his system and get the best out of them.
Mourinho will finish top 4. I'll finish top 4.
You know, that's what I've always said, though. That's what I've always said. So Spurs, SW6 says Spurs aren't rubbish at all. They have good players. They will do okay. For me, I've said it like bare times. If they get top 4, that's a great season. I will applaud Mourinho. For me, what I was shouting down is just nonsense that they're going to challenge Liverpool for the title. It's air, and hopefully more people realize it. Let me get back to some more of these comments. Abdi065 says, I told you guys about Spurs. That's all I'm going to say. I told you. Lola O says, thank you, Peter. Spurs defense is not good. Dyer and old Toby, Reguilon and Aurier. Yeah, Reguilon is the only one that I'd take right now out of those lot. SW6 says, Ndidi, game changer, top midfielder. He's back, bro. He's back.
Back.
So, guys, before I read the rest of these comments, I want to know, what are your opinions on Leicester? What are they doing? What's their ceiling? I know Peter's going to have a lot to say about their manager, but what do you think they can do this season?
I'll go last.
What, Leicester?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just do their thing, carry on doing their own thing. I think they're doing all right. I think.
Can they get top 4? Is top 4 on the cards for them this year? They missed out on it just last season. Can they do it with Europa League and all the other fixtures they're going to have?
It really all depends on the Manchester teams, if I'm honest. Because I feel like Liverpool will be there. So you got the other 3 slot. You got Chelsea, which are doing okay. And then you got Manchester, you got United, you got City, you got Leicester. And for now, you got Everton. So you can never count out City, and no one knows what Man United are doing. So you can't count them out. And then, so really, if they carry on what they're doing, they'll be in there for the fight, but I can't guarantee a top 4.
It's a lot of teams, man. There's a lot of teams in that mix. You don't know who's got the minerals to take it further.
It's fun.
Look at Adrian laughing from the top, talking about it's fun.
No, it's fun. Honestly, like, as much as Brendan and Leicester bottled it last season, I think it's extremely harsh, and it would be remiss of us not to factor in the facts that they were crippled with injuries. I mean, we were waxing lyrical about Ndidi just a couple minutes ago. I believe he sort of missed the run in. Like, Peter, if he was in Clubhouse and Luke Thomas was on stage, would you know who he is?
Not a clue.
Exactly. But yeah. Still, he was sort of a key component of that defense towards the end of the season. So I think Leicester won. Unfortunate to miss out. You don't know who he is. You just throw tomato at him or whatever. So I think, yeah, man, I think Leicester are definitely in it. I think provided that they stay injury free, I think they've got a good enough team to compete. I think Maddison is starting to come back. We've sort of haven't seen him really this year, if we're being honest. It's been more so the rise of Grealish. So yeah, I definitely think Leicester have got enough minerals. I think it's just dependent on Europa League, but if they manage the squad where Brendan's managed it, I see no reason why they can't challenge for top 4, considering they lost out on it on the final day last season and they were injury hit.
Yeah, I agree. Boss like Endo says, I don't rate Leicester. He says they will lose at least 12 games this season. Peter, do you want to say your final thing on Leicester?
Can I get onto it, yeah? Look, here's what it is, right? The squad, when you look at the team player for player, this is a team that should be challenging for the top 4 every season. And just like they challenged for it last year, they'll challenge for it again this season. What will let them down, and I keep stressing it week in, week out, is the manager. Because at the end of the day, it will come down to the big boy games. It will come down to the crunch where, it's time to cement this. You can talk about injuries there, and I hear you, Adrian. He did have some injuries last year. But the gap that the deficit of gap. I would love to remember and see how many points they dropped, because I swear Man United were like 14 points behind Leicester.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Right?
It was ridiculous.
It was something ridiculous, right? So I expect Leicester to be top 5 every season, as in, like, you know, as long as the squad is as it is. I expect them to be a Europa League side at the minimum. But can they turn for the top 4? 100%. Their team is lethal, bro. The players are good. The manager, you know, it's one of those, like, when your phone is on full battery, yeah, it does you good. But when it starts hitting like 55%, 45%, and then it starts dramatically dropping, that's Brendan Rodgers, fam. When the juice is warm, blood, when it's all ready to kick off, he's there, bro. He's living life, bro. But you saw him already. He was downplaying title race because he knows what kind of kettle he's in, bro. He knows.
That's a good analogy.
You see Liverpool? I'm not in that game. I'm not in that game. Liverpool, what? I'm not in that game. That's a big boy game, bro. But keep your eye on Leicester, because Leicester will let you down. When I started believing them, like when I started to believe them in my heart, bro, they lost at home to West Ham, blood. And I swear it was 3-0. I'm sitting there thinking, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I think if you look at the teams if you look at the teams that Robin reeled off for who they're fighting for to get that top 4 slot, they're not expected to be above any of those teams. So when Leicester perform how they performed last season with all the injuries they had, I think they're doing what they can, and I don't expect them to make top 4.
Oscar, question. Player for player, do you not think they're better than Tottenham?
It's close. It's very, very close. It's very it's very close, but I would say Tottenham still edge it.
Yes,
let me read off Leicester's defeats this season, if I may, if you allow me.
Do you need to?
3-0 at home to West Ham, I spoke about. 1-0 at home to Villa, right? And 2-1 at home to Fulham, blood. This is the sort of stuff I'm talking about. Where you're there and you're thinking, wait a minute, they should be here. 2-0 at home to Everton. Come on. And FT. It's what I call it, and I'll call them again this year if I see the same shenanigans going on. Their next 5 games: Manchester United, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Southampton, Chelsea. Let's see who they are.
It will be yo-yo-y. It will be yo-yo. Lola O said, nah, Spurs have a better squad for me. I'm going to read, I'm just like a last pick of the most important comments, and then we'll move on. Abdi06. What on?
Imagine if like man's comment and get called out. I'm feeling a bit.
No. I'm going to go through them. I'm just going to go through them quickly. Abdi06 says, a flop no one talks about, Gareth Bale. Yeah, he hasn't set the world alight, has he? What's like Endo? I said after the 6-1 win over United that I still think United are better overall and had them in my top 4 over Spurs. Look now. Lola O said the United and Southampton game flattered them, in my opinion, made their attacking play look better than it actually is. She's talking about Tottenham with that one. Was Zidane ultimately right about Bale?
Too early.
I don't know. Lola says it's the history of the Tottenham, which I agree with.
You gotta love it.
You have to always agree with the history. SW6 Spurs aren't all rubbish. They have good players. They will do okay. I read that one out before, but yeah. Footy Agendas is talking about the comments. He said, for the flow of the show, you don't need to read every comment. You could just highlight the less important ones as you move along. Well, who decides what's important and what's not? I guess that'll be my job.
But that's a shout, though. To be fair.
Yeah, I think I might have to because it's getting on top.
We're meant to be passing through Tottenham High Road, bro, and then we go quickly.
That's actually a good idea for Football Agenda.
You've been asked a quick question. Do you reckon Brendan is better than Lamps, Arteta, or even Ollie? Make it quick, PR. We don't need a rant on Brendan again.
It's not a rant on Brendan. The question is, my answer is absolutely yes.
He's better than all of them.
Yeah,
of course.
Okay. So you'll take him now.
He's challenged for the Premier League.
Hey?
So will you take him now?
Well, that's not the question. Well, Robin.
This guy.
Hey, we'll move. We'll
Yeah,
drive
we're not
along.
going back.
And Peter was ready to fight him.
Yeah,
There's only one manager I want right now to arrest this situation at Arsenal, and his name is Rafa Benitez. Other than that, I don't want to know.
that's
He will
fair.
arrest the situation.
Lola O says Ollie isn't good. Put Ollie in a team that don't have individual qualities, and he'll drown, just like he did with Cardiff. Now, for me, Spurs have a better squad. I already read that one now. Last two, Lola, I agree, but Peter, don't rate Brendan at all.
No, it's not that, fam. You know what it is, yeah? When we talk about the big fish, fam, yeah? The Big Mac. You get me? I don't want to hear Brendan in that conversation.
Yeah, of course,
Brendan
of course.
Brendan is in the conversation with the Hasenhüttls, with the Pochettinos. You know what I'm saying? Them man day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a double cheeseburger.
He's a double cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? He's a double cheeseburger, yeah.
But he can blossom to the big beef though. He can be a Big Mac.
Listen, let me see it. You know them way there. You don't hear me
Facts.
You don't hear me talking about Nagelsmann. You don't hear me talking about them things there, fam. You get me? So I'm giving. It's the thing is, Brendan gets spoken about in the elite, and I have to drag man down. Tier 2, fam.
I don't think he does.
I don't think so, Peter. You bring him up to tear him down.
Fam, you don't talk about him yet being like an Arsenal manager or being a manager of a top club.
Arteta's an Arsenal manager. Arteta's an Arsenal manager. You just said he's better than Arteta.
And Oli manages Man United.
But you won't be doing that though. I'm saying like we're not doing that.
Fair enough. Tassa Drone said, "Where is Ernest? Is he still on loan at Atleti?"
Hey, big up,
Man,
Ernest is learning Spanish at the moment.
he's tasered, bro. I'm not tasered, bro. This guy.
Oh, tasered.
Taser.
My bad.
I was going to boss like Endo Boslick for like 8 months.
Yeah, I did. I have been butchering him from earlier. I apologize. Moving like I've been moving like what's his name? What's my man's name? Paul Merson.
Joking here.
Tasered also said, "I'm not sure about Raphael, but I'll have Allegri though. He wants a bit of Allegri."
Listen, Allegri will not come to Arsenal under these circumstances.
Yeah, under duress, no chance. It's like a prison. If he has,
should take Rafa over Allegri.
Yeah, because just for the shoe, you got to have the right shoe, man, to fit.
All right, we can move on now, Pete.
Let's go back.
Back up the M6, yeah? Blood. Yeah. Manchester United 6, Leeds United 2. Robin, how do you feel?
I'm all right still.
All right. This guy, brother. What?
I'm not miraculously back.
Hey, trust.
I wish we had a United fan on the show to talk about this game. We're gonna have to just try and talk about it in the neutral game.
I've got a statement prepared. Lastly,
What press conference?
the press conference. So,
Bloody hell.
just a silence because I've realized. You know what? I've realized something. Yeah, like you know how much like you hate that team, but you've grown up with them, and it's just dead. Like you can never get rid of them. And I realized that. I'm like, no matter how much I'm stuck with this team regardless, because I might go away, but they're still in my mind, or they're still in my thoughts. I'm just like, I can't live without you, all that stuff. So I've realized this, and I was like, all right, cool. So going forward, I'm like, yeah, I'm an associate because that's how it has to be. I can't leave this team. It will never leave me. So I just had to live with it. So I'm like, all right, cool.
It's funny. It's funny. It comes out after a 6-2 victory, isn't it? He was an associate when you lost to Arsenal, was he?
Man scored 6 years and now it's always in me.
Where was you at Leipzig?
Where was he at Leipzig, bro, man? With Angelino.
Yeah, and that was 2 weeks that I took time off and I thought about it and I've come back. So I'm not a fan fully.
You needed a break.
I needed to trust me when I told you. If you saw me after that Leipzig game, it would have been good. But anyways, going to the game, yeah, we won 6-2, but there's no point getting happy about it because it's still third away of the season. And that's why I'm just like, cool, we won. There's no point in me coming here, I'm back. Yeah, I won 6-2. It was a good game. It was a good game to watch. However, it's game 14 out of 38, guys. I don't hear any of this chat about title charge or like, oh, we're back. No, because next week we can come back in Leicester and we can lose 3-0 and then we're back to square one. So that's why I'm just like, no.
Come on, Robin. Believe. Come on.
So, yeah. Looking at the game, what do we have? We have Scott McTominay scoring twice in 3 minutes. I think that's the most surprising thing anyone, because everybody has Scott McTominay in fantasy. So, yeah, 2-0 up in 3 minutes. But, is this dude we're actually scoring? And then, yeah, it literally was a game of two things. My thoughts was that United were on it, but at the same time, Leeds were not on it. The amount of space that they gave us throughout the whole of midfield, throughout the whole thing, was immense. That they had no midfield whatsoever, and it literally played into United's counter-offensive play, and that's how we scored 6 goals. So, as much as it is nice to see United win, it is what it is. It's like we just played against their mistakes. Any further questions?
Sorry, OJ.
And then we'll come back. We'll come back to you. Sorry, before I read that one, he says his name's Teaser D Drone. Teaser. Ernest ghosted Jarl apparently. Ernest will be back. We'll be back when United actually are in the title race. That's when Ernest will come back. Ola O said, United played Leeds the way you're meant to, fast and head on. Add actual quality in this game. It's the outcome. And this game is the outcome. Okay, plus add a sprinkle of a derby into the mix. Ooh.
Yeah, Rose Derby.
It is the Rose Derby. So I didn't know. Sorry to interrupt, Oscar. I didn't even know that Leeds had like a big fan base on Twitter. So I was watching like the tweets throughout the whole week, and I was like, "Oh, we're coming to get United, all that stuff, blah blah blah." And I got a bit personal, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember the Roses Derby." Looking back at 04 downwards, when it was just pure carnage. The amount of fights that we've seen throughout the whole thing. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bad blood there. Yo, Peter, what?
Big up footy agendas, yeah, because it's time, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that was very weird.
It's time. Listen, man, them, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sick. I'm getting sick of the Leeds United. When they lose, I'm sick and tired of them because them man come out, yeah. Obviously, they're giving Man United all the space in the world. Scott McTominay doing dirt, yeah, doing dirt. By the way, Robin, Bruno is a scumbag because that penalty should have been given to Scott McTominay for the hat trick. Never mind, we'll move on.
He didn't time at the zoo.
Leeds United, I don't understand. Obviously, first game of the season, 4-3 with Liverpool in it, yeah. Then 4-3 with Fulham. Like, what the heck's going on there, right? But their defeats this season, I'm looking at them 4-1 with Leicester, right? 4-1 with Palace. Come on, 3-1 with Chelsea, losing at home to West Ham, 6-2 with Man United. I'm getting sick of the way that they don't manage the game that's ahead of them. Like, I get it, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not hating on him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on him. But the media loving this needs to cease a little bit, just to see.
Yeah, I thought it was very good, even throughout the whole game.
Like Neville was talking about, let's have this all season. I hope Leeds don't stop what they're doing, bro. Do
you know why I'm like nah? Like I hear everything you're saying. Footy Agenda said, can the Bielsa love face take a break? How is man getting plaudits after getting smacked 6-2? I swear his team concede 3+ goals every single game. I hear you. I hear all of you. But like they do win games. They're not in the bottom 3. They play a certain way and they believe in their source. So I enjoy it as like I enjoy Leeds games, man. I watch Leeds every week because I'm entertained by them. So I don't want it to end. They came up from the championship this way.
For every 6-2 against United, you'll get them smacking like Newcastle 5-2. Obviously, improve against the big boys and West Ham maybe. I see them beating. Who's beneath them? Sheffield United, they'll smack them up. West Brom. Did they beat Fulham?
4-3.
Yeah, they'll beat them man there, bruv.
Because the thing is, yeah, if
Drew
they go there,
0-0.
what like if they go there to United and try to sit back and play like Burnley and they get beat, everyone will be criticizing them. It's like, why did you abandon your philosophy against that Man United defense?
It's not what we're saying. Bro, Liverpool do it so well. They're a pressing team. They're a team that will get at you, yeah? They're on it. The kilometers an hour are essential. But at the same time, them man can defend. You know them ones. All I'm saying is, when Man United are going through after 3 minutes and Scott McTominay has got a shot on goal twice, you didn't learn the first time. Come on. By the way, McTominay's second goal was legit, was absolute banger. He earned the penalty. He earned that penalty.
Even his assist, bro. His assist was sensational.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It weren't meant for James, though. It weren't meant for James.
What are you talking about?
I had the debate yesterday. I had the debate yesterday about this. So
it was for Bruno, fam. It was hit well.
Bruno was not even making that run. So when James was making a run, I get that McTominay sprayed it. I hit that because he hit that ball hard. But you can't tell me. But part of me is like, I think that was what meant for James too. The way James controlled it, it was just like, okay, I did not see that from James, and he just put it away nicely.
I don't get this guy. He played a pass, it made it to a player, and the player scored, and you lot are trying to take it away from him.
No, it's not even that. You're trying to wax lyrical about that assist to James. 2-2.
Do you know why? You know why? Because he won the ball. He won the ball from like his own half. He drove past 3 or 4 Leeds players, spun on the turn, looked up, saw no one's making any runs. Then he just plays the ball in, and it lands at James' feet, and it's a goal. Yeah, look. So he was having one of those days where everything just happens for you. Everything just goes off, and that was one of those things. Let me read some more of these comments. I forgot. How did he even say his name? Is it?
I don't know.
Taser D.
He said teaser.
No, but he corrected that. He corrected that. He said
Taser D.
Okay, he said Man United. Is that what he's trying to say?
No, he's saying man under have these kind of games.
Yeah, Man
I think
United.
it's Man United.
He said they get better by Burnley. A program will. Okay, I can't understand what that means. I'm going to carry on. The Arsenal Guna said, "Yes, Robin, you support a football club for life through thick, thin, hell, and high water."
It's like marriage. In fact, in this country, it's more sacred than marriage.
It is.
Fam, people get divorced every day, B. Like for a man to leave his football club. Some man like what did Totti say? Didn't Totti not say, I've had 20 girlfriends in my life, but Roma, I will never cheat on Roma. Never.
That's and he even said his actual his girl now. He said, I will cheat on her before I cheat on Roma. I said, yo, this guy is gangster, bro.
He only won 1 Scudetto,
One.
19 years ago.
The thing is, it's so true. It's so true. SW6 says, I have seen space given the way Leeds did for a counter-attacking team like United. Oh, I've never seen the space given like that. Leeds are the best dead team, concede way too many goals to be could be relegated. They won't be relegated. They won't be relegated. Leeds defense, even before this game, has been crap. It's Arsenal that made them look good. Clean sheet.
Yeah, fact.
Lola O also said, Martial with another goalless game. Everyone else scoring, even the vanilla Don McTom. Oh, Leeds will be another team will be fine this season. Go on.
He had 2 opportunities to score and he didn't. His assists were fantastic, so I'm just for number 9, mate. I'll put them away. I don't need your assistant. I need your assistant and scoring.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
If you're not scoring, at least he's assisting. That's fair enough. But Martial you need to start Cavani, fam. Ditch Martial, fam. Start Cavani.
That's the thing. He's in a bit of a crisis at the moment. It was a good performance to see, but want to see the numbers as well.
That's why he came on last few minutes, because he's been fighting an injury.
Right. Okay.
A thigh problem.
Guys, can I just take this moment to update you? Chelsea are still on ropes against West Ham. We're just having a stinker. Kante seems to keep misplacing passes. Werner is just non-existent on the wing. And if anyone looks like scoring now, 57 minutes played for where I am, and it looks like West Ham, they've just got a free kick on the edge of our box. So I'll keep you posted. Yeah. Okay. So Taser said Leeds are attacking with no fear. They they want to have the players. They just came from the Championship in a league of lots of caution. They are better. They're playing better than Arsenal, and they are entertaining. True. He said they just don't have the players. Yeah, true. I agree, man.
Yeah,
they're an entertaining side, and they're gonna stay up. They will stay up.
They will They're a mid-table side, isn't it? Like 1 week is 5-2, next week is 6-2. Like literally, that's how their fixtures are going. In the Championship, they were simply outrunning every team. That's why it worked there. It didn't hit them that much, right? And they did that the year before as well. Like when they lost to Derby in the playoffs, they were relentless like that as well. But in the Premier League,
they should have gone up the year before. But
they should have, yeah.
They should have by super Frankie Lampard.
No way. But yeah, in the Premier League, you're gonna face some teams that are gonna kick your ass.
I don't think so, Lola. I think Marshall has what 3. I think.
Nah, in the league.
Hey, fam, I'm checking them stats now, cuz.
How many does Daniel have? I can't remember him scoring.
I think this was his first goal.
This is his first goal of the season, I swear.
Yeah.
I can't remember him scoring, to be fair.
Yo, fam.
We are smelling.
I think Marshall got 2.
SW6 says McToms ain't got that David Silva vision. Stop it. Look, he did on Saturday, bro, or whatever.
Well, that's blasphemy. Who said that?
Yo, man them.
What?
Edison Cavani's got more goals than Tony Marshall.
Yeah, we knew that. Bro.
Yeah, we knew that.
We knew that.
I'm trying
it was Daniel James, isn't it?
Yeah,
James that's the first goal.
They got the same. McTominay's got more goals than Martial. Mad team.
That's mad. Martial isn't Firmino. He has to score them. He has to score them easy chances he gets. It's true. He's not Firmino. Although he did get like a couple of assists. Taser said, "I'm an Arsenal fan, but we can't even buy a win right now. Leeds have a team a fraction of the value of most teams." Right. Do we have anything more on United Leeds?
No,
I was just gonna say. I think Ollie.
I was shocked. I was shocked at their third when I looked at the table. I was like, "How are we third? Out of all the dumbness that we start."
I'll explain to you why that is. It's because Manchester United went through a period of time where they would play horribly. The whole of Twitter would get onto them, and we'd be looking like Ollie out. But in those games where they played horribly, they were winning. They got that last-minute VAR help against Brighton. They came back from 2-0 down against Southampton. They beat West Brom with a penalty. Those are 3 games in which all of us would come on the podcast and be like, Man United are trash, but they got 3 points in all those games. So it felt like Man United were worse than the table was showing. So they've been quietly climbing up the table, and also they've had the game in hands thing. So they've had less points than everyone else. Now the game in hands are going to come back, and United are going to be there or thereabouts in that top 4 race.
Don't forget midweek as well. Sheffield United, man, gave them a run for their money and all.
Yeah, that Henderson goal. All the goals you can see are terrible goals as well. That's why.
We can't defend to save our lives. Yeah. So we need a centre back. If we could do that in the January transfer window, just to last until summer, then it will be okay. I'm happy that the 6-goal deficit has been cleared. We scored 6 back in our hometown, so happy days. And then it's weird that weekend. So like how Liverpool conceded 7, we conceded 6. Now we scored 6, Liverpool scored 7. So yeah, it's just weird. But again, we just got to move. I'm not screaming title race. It's funny because it's like Twitter just makes everything laugh. But yeah, we desperately need a DM. We need a DM.
In Diddy, 60 mil.
Bang. Straight in.
I do it.
Straight in, fam. Robin, lastly, next 5 games for Man United: Leicester, Wolves, Villa, Liverpool, Fulham. How many wins?
3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, probably.
That's a confident prediction.
No, because it's either 3 wins, draw, loss, or 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. It's all Liverpool game.
Oscar's got his head in his hands. Oscar, talk to me. What's going on at Stamford Bridge?
For now, it's just had a shot on goal. It was blocked by Aspi, and it's gone out for a West Ham corner. West Ham are bringing on Ben Rama. Yeah, it's sticky, bruv. It's sticky.
About to go down. It's about to go down.
Yeah, it's sticky.
Anything else? Maybe touch on West Brom Villa. Big Sam back at the helm. But man, that West Brom game was hilarious. Did anyone see that?
It was dire. It was very dire for West Brom.
It was a hard return for Allardyce, huh?
Yeah, horrible.
No, what you call it? Trust me when I say that I do not want to go to Hawthorns. The Hawthorns is one of my least favorite stadiums in United Kingdom. That Stoke and I can't remember the other one. Yeah, Stadium Light. Those 3 stadiums could not kill us. Don't want to see them ever again.
I'll tell you what, mate. When Sam gets that team rolling, bruv, give it time. When he gets that team back in gear. Big up Aston Villa as well, by the way, man.
2 banks of 4.
Oh, 2 banks, man.
Stiff. In fact, a 4 and a 5, actually. Nasty.
It's going to be long for the Hawthorns. We're going to the Hawthorns on the 2nd of January, so you know what the score will be there.
2 Ted Stadiums, not the one, man.
Lola said that she didn't watch West Brom. You didn't miss much. Aston Villa were a better team for pretty much the whole game. Then West Brom had a man sent off. And Jack Grealish and El Ghazi were just having a party over there. And they finally scored.
Hey,
and routine Villa win. What are you saying, Pete?
Weren't it good to see Sam Lee back?
Hey,
Sammy Lee.
Sam Allardyce has Sam Lee as his number 2.
Sammy Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
He's back at the helm. It was good to see him.
He's like 5'5", isn't he? Like, because when he starts next to Big Sam, it just looks so much smaller.
Yeah, it's a madness, actually. It's actually a mad thing. I was looking at the dugout, the West Brom dugout, and I was like, right, these 2 men managed England, fam. Like, what?
Sammy Lee was his assistant at England?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
You're kidding me.
He was there.
What a farce.
Them man there are bedrins, fam. That's that guy that always gives you the hookup. You know when you're doing nice, yeah, he always slides you in, bro.
Like, make sure Sammy Lee's eating.
Make sure he's been eating for years, fam. For years.
Still eating.
Anything else on any other games? Burnley beating Wolves 2-1, good result. Brighton 1-0 with Sheffield United, a late minute equaliser from Danny Welbeck.
Bro, Sheffield United can't buy a win, bro.
They can't, can they? They can't. Southampton 1-0 defeat to Man City. Man City scraped that victory there. Newcastle Fulham 1-0. I mean, scenes. And yeah,
Mitrovic is not footballer no more.
Way Fulham conceded was quite funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, player of the week, guys.
I think this is the only time I'll ever get to say this on this podcast, ever. It has to be one. It has to be the spot mixed sauce.
It's got to be Scotty Too Hotty, bro.
Oh man, Oscar, go for it. Let's see who's your man.
It's hard for me to say anyone but Scotty. You got to think about it. Yeah, he scored 2 goals. He got United going very early, and then David Silva like assist to score. You got to give it to him. Who else are you thinking?
I can hear that in Adrian.
He wants to give it to Marcelo, but we know Marcelo will do that. No, Marcelo will do that normally. You don't see Scott McTominay doing what he does ever. If he doesn't get today, he's not getting it ever.
So I'm really struggling.
Salim Issa wants us to pray for his boys at Sheffield United. Tough times right now.
Them ones.
40-day fast, bro.
Father God, bring United before you, fam. You know them we're there.
Night vigil.
Hardcore, bro. Them man need a candle, fam.
Who's Didzy? Is that McGoldrick?
Probably.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, maybe because I see Didzy come up before.
I don't know who Didzy is, bro.
Big game Didzy.
Big game. Let us know who Didzy is. Lolo said Sheffield United 5 subs, but now a whole 2 points.
You man are killing wild in these streets, fam.
Yeah. He said it's McGoldrick.
Yeah. I've been hearing Didzy. Oh, Oscar's there, Ben.
No. There's a chance for Ben Rama in the box. 67 minutes played, and it's looking dangerous, bro. It's looking dangerous. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. SW6 said Firmino or Salah for player of the week.
Yeah, I can't decide between Firmino, Scott McTominay, Yeah, Firmino, Scott, and El Ghazi. I can't choose out of those three.
For me, it's Scotty, bro. Simple as that.
Adrian, who's yours?
You know what? I'm gonna be objective here and go on McTominay.
Raw.
I want to be objective.
David, if you can speak.
I'll give it to McTominay.
All right, the source, Scotty Too Hotty, is the player of the week, Robin. Take that to the book, fam. That's legacy right there. That's you can tell your kids about how you managed to build a case for Scotty Too Hotty, bro. Now you that's a legacy.
No, Scott did well for himself, to be fair.
No, he did.
To be fair, but to be honest, those sorts of games suit him. Like it suits him, it suits Fred, and it suits Man United to a T. When it's sort of frantic, chaotic, open space to exploit, like Oli would probably win the league if every game was like that because he could just use his pace. That's true.
Mad thing. Team of the week.
Okay, this one.
It is Liverpool.
I love that, Adrian. Listen, okay, this one.
I'm going to throw a curveball. I'm going to throw a curveball, guys. Burnley got a very important win this week.
Beat Wolves. Tough game in the.
I think it's only right, isn't it?
It's
tough result for Arsenal.
That's a 6 point for them.
I'll tell you what, though. Leicester winning at the lane at the toilet bowl, mate. That takes some doing.
Look, we've got another.
That's 2 votes for Burnley.
Salim's giving us another vote for Burnley. Pete, you make a great point with Leicester. So it's between those two teams, really.
Team of the week, of course, goes to the Liverpool, securing the league title. Securing the league title where they once lost it. Big up to Liverpool on this. Yeah, had to be done.
That's a beautiful day of symmetry, man.
That's it right there. That's it.
Wow.
Right
Because it's true. Because Peter, when you mentioned it like that, we went into halftime at 3-0. Last time we did that, chasing the league title, we saw what happened there. This time we righted those wrongs and we just laid a smackdown. It's a beautiful game of storytelling, man.
Redemption, my friend.
If only Gerrard was the manager.
Hey,
he might win his league.
Hey,
he might win his league. Oh, he's good.
Bro,
It's like 15 points clear or something.
Don't watch that. I swear to tell you, got like 4 games in. They got to play Rangers 3 more times.
No, they got like 1. They got 1, I believe. It's not even that much.
But ain't they got to play Rangers 3 times?
Something like that. I don't know how Scottish, but they play each other better.
The league cuts off into half, innit?
That's a mad thing. How am I playing the same team 4 times? That's a hype. How can it cut off? There's already 12 teams in it, and they're cutting it off again. Nah, man, that's a madness. I swear someone's already won a cup as well, Scottish Cup in November or something like that.
November.
Right.
Did the Celtic lose? Or am I bugging?
I think they did.
Guys, no. We're on one watcher's back. He's missed another sitter.
Did it happen again?
My team's behind, man. Stop ruining
The thing
it.
is, I've just seen him miss a chance, but I don't know, like the way the comments are going, they're making it sound a lot worse than it was. Werner, oh my god! Lola O said Werner needs to move, man. No, I've seen the chance, but I'm thinking the way, like to say Werner needs to move. I'm assuming there must be a worse one as well. But yeah, now the ball came over the top. He really should be scoring, but he just he kind of slid the ball into the goalkeeper. It was a weird one. It was like he slide tackled the ball instead of shooting. Yeah, it was mad.
I laugh if you're trying to explain that. You see the next one, you're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
I thought all he needed was a couple of goals and he'll be off, you know.
I'm telling you, I've got a Germany defeat, fam. I'm going back to the Germany defeat. It's killed him, fam.
You know what? Yeah.
I have to take your word for it, man.
Yeah, it's
Spanish.
Yeah.
Spanish.
The misses against Newcastle made me realize that that Germany game's haunting him, but he'll get over it.
Bro, that Leeds one. He kicked it off the line like it was going in, and then I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Goal of the week.
Lola O said it's the accumulation of Werner being Werner, so it's a thin line with him. Who's goal of the week, lads?
Oh, there's a couple still. There's Salah's. There's Scott's. The second one I thought was sick. The Leeds' second goal was sick, by the way.
Yeah, that was dirty.
It was that. It was top corner.
Yeah, I would. Do you know what? Yeah, if it stood, I would have given one. Like I would have given a mention to Madison's offside goal. That was disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
VAR killing the game, man.
You know,
Massive goals.
guys, who have we got? Who's got of the week? This is a hard one.
You got Salah and McTominay for me. I think those two.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah, SW6 says Salah goal of the week. I think so. He cuts in on his left foot and just smashes it. Like,
You know
Sam's been trying that for 2 years, by the way.
Do you know what it looked like he was? It looked like he had, because it just looked like a goal you score on FIFA. You know, like when the keeper doesn't do much, no one's doing anything. He just loops it in effortlessly. That's what made the goal look so class.
Yeah, he always goes for that. Always goes for that.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more I think it should be Salah. Yeah.
Running.
I was going to go for Firmino. It just encapsulates Liverpool. Just encapsulates Liverpool. Like swift counter attack. Firmino's at the heart of it. Sends it off to Robertson. Robertson, fantastic pass into Firmino. Great touch. Takes it off his feet, and then all he had to do was just stick it into the net. Really. So I thought Firmino was a nice team goal.
No, facto. David, have you got that guy this week?
No, he doesn't. He said he's not one of us.
Who's got that guy? I see someone in the comments saying what? I said Mendy's hairstyle. What did he put?
What's Mendy on, bruv? What's Mendy on?
He's not a serious guy.
Nah, he's not a serious guy.
He's just here for a good time. He's just here to collect his medals and be a influencer on Instagram. That's what it is.
Oh man,
Who was Wiles this week that I can't think of?
Listen, like in terms of football, I don't know who, but boy, government needs to hold that L, bro. Boris, bro, needs to hold it, bro.
Hey, Boris needs to hold a fat L, fam. From time, man, like there was no warning with his announcement, bro. Man just came out at the gate. Man said midnight, bang, tier 4. Was it? This is at 4:15. You think I could get outside and just start shopping?
I saw it was tier 2.
We were tier 2 last week.
Man is saying
on Monday, bro.
Man is saying Willian was better. Willian at 10 was better than him on the wing.
No, but tell me something, guys. Yeah, how did Willian last 90 minutes, fam?
Talk to the manager.
How's he lasted 14 games? Hook that so exclusive for winger off, man.
Thing is, Arteta's already been not that guy this season. What? If he goes again, surely. But Hall of Fame is for the elite, fam. You have to do the dumbest thing.
But there's so that is that you accumulate. It's like, okay, you're adding up here. What's happening?
Yeah, I guess you can get the most them awards, yeah, but
yeah, guys, come on, let's focus. Who we hammering this week?
I don't know, cuz I don't know,
bro. There's nobody, bro.
What, did you do goal of the week, by the way?
What do you mean? There's nobody.
Salah.
Yeah, goal of the week was Salah.
Okay, cool.
Listen, no one's had a howler this week.
Huh?
No one's had a howler this week.
Now we need to think.
You lot have just got used to Arteta's howlers. What is that?
Yeah, because what? A new thing, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I have nothing left, bro. I'm run out of juice for them, man, there, bro. There's no sauce.
Yeah, Arteta's already been up there, fam. He's already been up there. I'm trying to think.
It's like that's the thing. Like Arsenal fans, are you even disappointed anymore?
It's apathy, fam.
Yeah, it's apathy. This is your new normal, unfortunately. Like it's like, we lost again, did we? Okay.
But Adrian, do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? It's not just we lost again. It presents a bigger picture here that we've been like what we left Highbury, and this is what we have to offer.
You spent more Premier League years, like time, at the Emirates than you have at Highbury now.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that, fam. Yeah. Look at that, man. Like
Tommy! Yes! Get in! 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
I was thinking about Tammy today, actually.
What was you thinking?
No, I was just like, he in theory, he should be the best of Giroud and the best of Timo. Like in the sense that he's your most unpredictable option with his physicality, because it's like he's quick enough to move in behind and do the team and stuff. And then in theory, like the thing is, he's not a good target man, but he's like he's 6'4". He should be. Do you know what I mean? Like if he was a bit more physical, better in the air, like you have a physically complete striker.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's why Lampard persists with him, innit? Because he wants him to be the finished article. He wants to grow. He's just scored a goal. It was a Werner like cross-come shot sort of thing, and then it falls to Tammy Abraham and he taps it in. Everyone thought he was offside, but he is actually on because of where Werner shot from. I think he's actually a better option than Giroud because he's so mobile. So he makes our attack more fluid, and we create better chances when he plays. It's just his finishing, I think he lost everyone's backing when he missed those chances against Tottenham. Because everyone's like, look, we like you, Tammy, we want you to start, but he's just not finishing the food.
I hope when he's 26, like we can see like the fuller player. Like you see, you know what? Like he's a bad because like he's got the raw minerals, man. Honestly, he's got all the raw minerals.
Yo, David,
I've got one.
Do you know what? Yeah. Okay. Cool. You go for this one.
I've got one. He dodged time ago.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to do a silent one. My nephew's asleep in it, so I can't do it with him in it. So yeah, this guy was born November 7th, 1963 in it.
Man,
I think in Jamaica in it. Yeah. Started his career. What? He started his.
What was he done?
Sudbury Court, in 1980, in it, Joined Watford, Spent 6 years there. Then he joined Liverpool, where he won 2 league titles and 2 FA Cups, And then he went and joined joined Newcastle, and then retired at Charlton.
Celtic.
England Caps. No, Charlton, mate. England Caps.
But he managed Celtic,
But long story short, Two now. Couple weeks ago, during the Champions League game, a fourth official was caught on video, calling man a Negro, bruv,
Oh, he dodged it.
So, certain man abandoned the thing, bruv. I can't pronounce the Turkish team name. They abandoned the thing game the next day, bro. 2-2s now. The fourth official is facing a 10 game ban in it still,
Jeez.
But a certain individual has come out, bro. Wait, let me find the quote.
Yes, we have to.
This is facts. This is not there's no source, so I've not blended anything. Man tweeted, Can anyone tell me how he should identify him as he doesn't know their names and they ain't wearing numbers other than the black one? So this week, not that guy. Let me get his full name. John Charles Brian Barnes. You're not that guy, bruv.
You're not that guy, cuz I can make some noise, so I'll do it for you. You're not that guy.
It's so funny. Do you know who? You know when you just found that not that guy? Do you know what Boris's full name actually is? And for that, I was going to put him in the conversation. Obviously, man sent us the tier 4 and that. But have you seen his full name? Are you man ready for this? Are you looking to be exposed to the full name of Boris Johnson? The man is called Alexander Boris de Prefel Johnson. What? What? You think I'm lying?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
What's his name?
That's it. Alexander Boris de Prefel Johnson.
Pete, how do you feel that
my mum was born in New York, you know?
Your uncle is not that guy.
Hey, John Barnes, you need to pattern up. Yeah. Hey, do you know what he did? No. Hey, do you know what he did?
He was born in Manhattan.
Hey, Pete, do you know what he did?
Pete, no one cares about Boris, man.
Hey, do you know what else he did,
Go on.
He kept putting up pictures of stuff that says Negro on it. So he put up
I saw that.
White.
I saw that.
Yo, Barnesy. It's not like this guy didn't face racism, bruv. This guy has been facing that racism, fam.
Yeah, but that's exactly it, though. That's exactly it. I think he faced so much racism that he just thought, oh, this is normal. This is just like it's not that bad. And then obviously he was in a privileged position because he was a famous footballer who everybody knew. So he got the celebrity privilege. And he also thinks that because he was a celebrity, he didn't actually experience any racism at all. Which is just it's sad, bro. It's sad because he goes on TV and obviously he's got fans that support him. So when this situation happens with the Paris Saint-Germain thing, it's clear what's gone on there. It's clear. And he will back it, and it takes the whole process of where everyone's going just longer for us to get there. This whole equality, Black Lives Matter, people like him slow progress down because they're a black face. They get a microphone because they're black, and they can spew anything based on their opinion, even though they don't realize their opinion is based on ignorance. It's sad.
It's the maddest thing. It's not even that he's got that opinion. That's one thing. But it's like, man will just pop out of this wormhole somewhere, and it's like, today's the day I'm going to tweet. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you think that, if you don't think that, that's neither here nor there. But man will dedicate hours. This guy probably has like 4,000 tweets since 2010. But man will dedicate hours to sort of untearing work that people have done. It's crazy, man. But I do think like Oscar does make a valid point. I think there's probably that sort of a complex to it where it's like man were dashing bananas at me. Like when I got the ball, people were sort of making monkey noises, and you guys are quote unquote dealing with this. It's not the same. Maybe that's where he's coming from. I don't know, but he's moving mad, man. Like Arsenal have got in right, and we get this guy. Yeah.
But even after fans are
do you know what though? Now when I look at him, I don't even think of him as like Liverpool legend or whatever. I just think of him as ex-footballer with mad views. That's how I view him, like, and we should really view him as like a pioneer and all that because he was
trailblazer.
He's a great footballer. What he did for black footballers in England is actually mad because he was so good that he actually broke barriers. But yeah, man, it's sad. Footy Agenda says Barnes is that one black guy who every racist says, actually, my best friend is black. Yeah. Should we move on to predictions? I'm done talking about my man. That was very not that guy though, David. Appreciate you for that.
Yes.
Is he Hall of Fame worthy?
Oh yeah, it should have been.
The thing is, he'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
At a point next week, we'll be talking about him again. So
we'll do something.
You know what? I don't think it's Hall of Fame worthy just yet. I think it can go. It can go deeper.
He said I believe in his capacity to have another howler that is catastrophically worse.
No, but because you know what? In this scenario, for example, there are still people who will understand and probably support what Barnes said. Whereas the Howlers FC, the Hall of Fame massive, are people that have no support. Like there's no support across the board whatsoever.
No, because ain't it the same like never mind. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm about to say because the people that are in Hall of Fame currently, except Pardiola, because I feel like that's just funny. There are some people in Hall of Fame that are
heinous,
catastrophically done bad.
But you see, Pardiola, he's not even like liked by anybody. That's another thing. Like even his family don't like him. Like it's just like, oh, you're right. Oh, you heard? Oh, you haven't been told. All right, predictions. Are we doing the Carabao Cup? Or are we doing the Premier League game?
No. Man, don't care about that Carabao Cup.
I don't care about the Carabao Cup.
What do you mean, bro? Oscar, don't try it because you're not in it.
Arsenal.
So why do you say that to Robin as well? Why do you say that to him?
Because Robin's in it. Because he's in it, man. They got Everton. Arsenal got Man City. 2 saucy ties.
Yeah, but you don't care.
All right, fine. I'll move on then.
Wait. Footy Agenda said Barnes went out of his way to defend Liam Neeson.
That was a mad thing. Do you know what Liam Neeson said? He said he went out driving, and if he saw a black man walking, he was going to shoot him because he raped his friend. A black man raped his friend. Come on. And Barnes applauded it. He said, thank you for being honest. Come on, man.
Lola said, leave out the cup. See, she's Arsenal. You lot are in it in a big game, but she wants to leave it out. So
because she knows we're getting bent over tomorrow. That's why.
I mean, The winner goes to the Europa Conference League. So
I like Europa Conference, bro. Big up. You get me? Into Toto FC. Anyway.
I'd fancy that.
Boxing Day, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Boxing Day. We're going to start.
Here we go.
Yeah, festively.
Oh, for flip's sake. Werner's missed again.
I told you. It's back.
Bro, we can't talk about Werner until next year, fam. Bun that.
Oh, he's hit the bar this time, I think. Flip.
Everybody, when you're waking up from your Christmas hangover and your stuffed turkey belly, you'll be waking up to Leicester City at home to Manchester United. Let's get some predictions.
That is going to be tasty.
I guarantee you Brendan Rodgers will still be licked.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he'll be steaming. All that.
He'll do 4 reps on his bench press downstairs in his little dungeon somewhere. He'll look at a poster of himself like, dressed as a pharaoh. Yeah, man, he'll be hammered.
The thing is, you're talking about Brendan being hammered. It's not even that bad if he is. The issue is Vardy's going to be finished. James Maddison is going to be finished.
Prosecco on the floor.
All of the Leicester players are not having a light Christmas. They're going heavy in it. So, yeah, Man United win.
I say a draw, to be honest.
I'm going 3-2 United.
Yeah, 3-2 United.
I'm saying Leicester still.
Is Peter there, or should we carry on without him?
No, I guess he's gone.
Hey, wait there, cunt.
Wait there. Yeah, no, I generally think United will beat them.
I think it's a Leicester thing, cuz. I think Leicester's going to lay the smackdown, fam. Early Christmas present for them. Yeah, bro. You think Man United will be ready for that game? Early trip to Leicester, down to the Midlands after Christmas Day? Fam, no way. No chance in hell. All right. Next fixture. Who's worthy? Oh, 5:30, Oscar. It's a top 4 derby. We've got Arsenal at home to Chelsea.
Yeah, we're not beating you. We're not beating you.
Chelsea.
Why do you not play now?
Bro, we're just not good at the moment. Like, we're not in stride. Like, everything is forced. Everything is tough. Like, we've won 3-0 today, and that looks like, oh, yeah, Chelsea are playing really well. But as I've been telling you through the game, we didn't play well today. And I think anyone else would agree. I feel like Arsenal are going to put all their fight up for this game. You'll probably have Aubameyang back. You'll probably start Lacazette. Even SW6, ex-London, is a Chelsea fan. He's gone 2-2. So, yeah, Chelsea fans ain't really that confident for this game. We could win because it's Arsenal, and Arsenal are just diabolical. But, yeah, man, don't be surprised if we get a draw in this game. Lola O has said Chelsea win.
But the thing is, Chelsea fans, like, you don't even, like, as much as you're saying, like, you ain't great, you're not getting out first gear, etc. and so forth. To beat Arsenal, you don't have to. Literally, all you have to do is score. Then they're going to keep the ball for 20 minutes, and then Arteta's going to say that they had a good game, and they're going to end up losing 2-0. I think Chelsea. I think you got enough to beat them.
But the thing is, if you talk about this game, and you look at it and you say Arsenal have like a 10% chance of winning. If you multiply that 10% by the 33% that they had against Everton, and then you divide that by the 42% that they had against Burnley, and you add that with Aubameyang up front, maybe Arsenal could beat Chelsea.
He's rocking it. He's rocking it.
Chelsea will win 2-0 in second gear against Arsenal.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
That's game fun.
Does Arteta get the sack then?
Arteta's not getting sacked by the board at all this season. Mark my words.
But Pete, is the quote true? Apparently, they said they're gonna back him in January so that they'll avoid a relegation battle. Like, can you?
I don't know about the relegation battle, but I know that the idea is to back him in January and give him some peas. But Lord knows how.
January transfer window, you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's a rubbish window to try and save a season.
Oh yeah, absolutely, premium. Unless you go from Memphis to Pi.
You know the ones. You got.
But is he what Arsenal needs? I don't know. The thing is, you need so many things, man.
Exactly. We went from
like our alone.
Yeah, we went from being a club that needs 1 or 2 signings, we're just 2 signings short, to now you got to look at the whole thing.
Yeah.
Where's this Isco talk coming from? Because I've only heard it until this week.
Rumor FC, fam. This guy hasn't been doing nothing for 5 years.
Yeah. You never want him anyway.
I don't want him anywhere near the club.
Like Everton.
All right, next fixture.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Is there anything juice? There's no real juice after that, you know. To be fair, like City are going to beat Newcastle, Sheffield United, Everton, Liverpool slaughterhouse at West Brom, Wolves Spurs.
Boxing Day massacre.
Could be tasty. Wolves Spurs. Oh, that's on the 27th. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. 28th on the Monday. You've got Palace at home to Leicester, Chelsea at home to Villa, Everton at home to City.
Hey, what time's Chelsea Villa?
5:30 on Amazon Prime. Make sure you get
on the Amazon Primes.
I might have to get Amazon Prime, you know.
On the Tuesday,
bang it out.
On Tuesday we got Brighton at home to Arsenal. That could be tasty. Southampton at home to West Ham. Man United at home to Wolves. 30th you've got Tottenham against Fulham, Newcastle, Liverpool. There's so many games up until New Year's Day. Even New Year's Day, good grief. It's non-stop. Non-stop.
Lola O said, "Are City gonna win against Newcastle? They have a higgy record, no?"
What, Newcastle?
Last season they drew.
Is it? Do Higgy have a? Sorry. Do Man City have a good Boxing Day record?
I thought they had. Unless you meant Everton, I thought they had a decent record.
I'm pretty sure they beat them in the 98-point season as well.
Let's see. 5-0, Man City was the last game. 2-2 at St. James's.
That's an Etihad though, no?
Yeah. 2-2 at St. James's last time. 2-1 to Newcastle the year before. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, ever since then, wins. Nothing to worry about. Newcastle are dead food for them. They're dead food. Man said Ericsson, bro. Bun Ericsson, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
I mean, if you look at Serie A is hotting up. Both Milan's at the top, 1 point apart. Juventus behind by 4. It's a league to look out.
I don't know, bro. I'm here for Lazio still. If Lazio give me the feels, then fair enough, man.
Yeah. Lucas Leiva needs to get in the action as well.
Yeah, like AC Milan undefeated. They got the fastest goal ever, 6 seconds this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was a good goal.
All right, man. With that said, bruv, what are we next?
Now, before we end it, I want to make a shout out. Shout out to Marcus Rashford for his award.
I big up Marcus Rashford, bro.
Yeah, I thought after the craziness of him not even having looked at for what he did to this country, I thought it was rightfully so that he got that special award at the BBC Sports Personality Award of the Year.
Big up Lewis Hamilton as well, bro. Big up Lewis as well, fam. Fam, I can't believe he won it, bro.
He's the GOAT, fam.
It's a result for mankind, fam. Let me tell you that now.
Lola O said Italy is hotting up, but Ericsson looks lost. He needs to go back to the Netherlands. She also said, "Big man Rashford, I hate him. Top player, top guy." Yeah, man. The more I see Marcus Rashford get applauded for what he's doing, the happier I am. Even though I am a rival fan, but you can't hate the guy. He's a legend.
But Oscar, it just goes to show people in this country are mad. Like people were up in arms about him feeding kids. You can't get more deplorable than that, man. Come on.
Hey, people are bro.
You had to beg Boris. You had to beg Boris, bro. Bro, you know when you're reading about the liberal reforms in 1907, you're thinking, how did it get that bad? We're living in 2020. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
For real. What
bro. People are tapped, man. People are tapped.
Yeah,
people are tapped.
Yeah, man. It's been a good year for the sports personality all around. Not just because a couple black people won something. But like they obviously rep. You get what I'm saying? They rep big time. And I was surprised that Lewis won. I thought they were going to dodge that bullet and go for
Henderson.
Either Hendo and then there's the other brother. What was his name?
Hendo was never winning it.
The one that cut his hair. Cricketer. I forgot his name. It escapes my head. But yeah, I thought they were going to go down that road. But, you know what I'm saying? Hamilton, bro, he's a 7-time world champion, bro.
What, Ben Stokes?
No, it weren't Stokes.
Oh, fair play. I don't know then.
No, it weren't Stokes. There was another brother, and everyone was like, right, he cut his hair.
You know what, yeah? I love the fact that Tyson Fury knew that he wasn't going to win. So he just said, I'm not playing.
Yeah, man. What's he winning for?
He said, I'm not playing. I'm not coming to your event. I'm not being involved.
Yeah, but nobody went.
No, in fairness, rightly so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why rightly so?
No, it's social distance, innit? Like, you can't be going to them sorts of
No,
places.
but
Like, even like when Rashford won his awards, like, it was distance, innit?
That's not why he said he didn't want to be entered. He asked everybody not to vote for him.
Yeah, because what for? What for?
Don't waste his time.
What's he done?
Yeah, but then but it wasn't his issue about what I've done. His issue was that he didn't want to be involved in any award show that was talking about personality. He said, "I'm here for a sport and achievements only." That's what he said.
Fair play to him, man.
I rate
it still.
I don't, but yeah, cool.
Now, because the personality thing is a bug trophy, bro, because it's never about the personality. So how are you going to put me in that category in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, say if Lewis didn't win the title this year, would he have got it? I doubt it.
Nah, it would have been the DiCaprio effect thing. Now, when? If man didn't win it for Titanic, when? Even though he did win it eventually, but yeah, it would have been one of those ones.
Facts. But yeah, yo, when are we next recording, bro? Because it's all mad. It's all up in the air. Monday, there's 3 games. Why is it
up in the air? We can just do Monday, bro.
All right, cool, innit? Say no more. We'll do Monday.
Okay, so Boxing Day is Saturday. There's a round of games on Saturday, better games. Then Sunday, all of our teams play Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday, Leicester and Chelsea play, but that's before. So we'll be doing a pod during Everton versus Man City, and then Arsenal play the next day, and so do Man United. So look, there's a whole lot of fixtures coming up from now until New Year's, but I think we can stay consistent with our Monday time.
Cool. That means, people, we are leaving you here. Make sure you have a great Christmas, Tier 4 gang. You get me? Keep it locked. You don't know. Yeah, man. Have a great Christmas. 2020 has been a friggin' mental year, but just like the memes are saying, fam. When Hogan comes out and becomes the 3rd member of the NWO, fam. Don't think 2021 is just gonna forget what happened last year.
Yeah. Have a good Christmas. Enjoy those that got superpowers today. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, man.
Lola, Merry Xmas.
No, we can't have that, bruv. Lola, you got to put Christ in there, bruv. Show some respect. Show some respect, bruv.
You're an idiot.
Uncle Pete.
Pastor P.
Merry Pastor P.
Nah, trust him.
That's a Big Daddy P,
Hey, all day long, fam. Make sure you, man, are ready for next Monday, fam, yeah? You done know. Big up everybody. We are out. Peace. Merry Christmas.
2021. We coming for you.